All right, so let's run this down. The Hamas terror attack is affecting the whole world. Everybody's engaged. I don't know how much the Chinese people know about it because the government censors everything. In Russia, there's so many people who have ties to Israel that everybody knows. So there are a number of things in play. The United States has done and said the right things. As Joe Biden said once again today, we've got to back Israel. Roll the tape.
There is no justification for terrorism, no excuse. And the type of terrorism that was exhibited here was just beyond the pale, beyond the pale. As I said yesterday, my commitment to Israel's security and the safety of the Jewish people is unshakable.
But Mr. Biden will not ask, or I should say, answer any specific questions. So he could have taken questions there, but he ran away. Said he had to take a phone call from Netanyahu, which could have been scheduled any time, believe me. So Biden doesn't want to get involved with the what am I going to do questions. He just doesn't want to do it. And he didn't mention Iran hasn't mentioned it at all. Okay, so CNN's giving Biden cover now by saying, look, it wasn't Iran, and we know that because somebody told us. Okay. Who was that person? CNN. It's anonymous sources. Look, I could be wrong here, but the odds that Iran didn't enable this terror attack and war are about 10 to 1. How do I know that? Because I wrote Killing the Killers. And I know what Iran does. And I know how Donald Trump neutralized Iran. And it was very, very severe. So, as you may know, and we go through this in Killing the Killers, those 3 books back, by the way, Soleimani, the head of the Iranian National Guard, which is the spear point for terrorism, was assassinated by the U.S. government, by a drone. And we take you step by step through that assassination. Iran did not do anything after Soleimani got waxed. They said they were going to, but they didn't. Why? Because Donald Trump, President of the United States, spoke to the mullah who's in charge over there, Khomeini somebody, said, you do anything, any overt military action against the United States, we're going to blow up all your ports. And if you look at the map, there's about 4 ports where Iran gets food. Iran cannot feed itself. It's a desert. Has to import food. Okay. Trump was very blunt. He said, you do anything, we're destroying all your ports, you'll starve. That's what happened. I know that's what happened. So they didn't do anything, Iran. Enter Joe Biden, who is much softer than Trump. I think even if you hate Trump's guts and you love Biden, that statement is absolutely accurate. Biden's soft. Afghanistan, you know what happened. Putin didn't do anything other than, the internet behind the scenes stuff when Trump is president. Trump's not president. Putin invades Ukraine. Why? Because they know Biden's soft. Everybody knows he's soft. Nobody fears him. Nobody. So what Biden did was when he came in, he didn't knock the sanctions out, economic sanctions against Iran. He just didn't enforce them vigilantly. And then he gave the Iranians $6 billion. That was frozen money. That was their money that was frozen in exchange for American hostages. You all know that. Now, the right wing and the Republican Party says that entered into Iran's enabling of Hamas. That's not true. This operation was on the board, according to very, very good reporting, since August, long before the money for hostages swap. But it does give Iran access to money sometime. They don't have it now. It's in a bank in Qatar. It's overseen. Qatar's not going to release it unless the United States gives the go, which Biden probably will do down the road. Anyway, so you're dealing with a situation now where Hamas is a terror group, been designated a terror group. Okay, so the U.S. government says Hamas is a terror group. That means if the U.S. government wanted to assassinate anybody in Hamas, it could, legally. All right? Okay. So again, I go back to where are they getting the rockets? Not building them. Can't build them. Don't have any of that. Okay? Where are they getting the guns? Where are they getting the training their fighters? Got to be done in Iran. There's no other place in the Middle East they could do it. And they float the weapons through the Mediterranean. Gaza's on the coast. There's no port security in Gaza. It's run by Hamas. Hamas runs it. So the boats come in, they unload the rockets, boom, 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 boom. That's how it goes down. Money, Hamas doesn't have any money. Iran funds everything. So CNN says, no. Okay. They say what they say. Wall Street Journal, much more authoritative, says Iran's behind it. Now, I don't know. I've been talking to a lot of people, but I can't show you definite proof. And as I said, if it bears out somehow that Iran had nothing to do with this, I'll apologize. But I find that extremely hard to believe. And that's the memo.